Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So this is going to be your weekly read for June 16th through the 22nd, and it's a pretty amazing week. We've got the summer solstice, which is in Cancer, also known as the strawberry moon, and then we also have a full moon in Cappy right after that. So this is going to be an incredible week here, and I'm very excited to do this read. So first things first, before we get started, I do just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for all your love and support. This channel would not be growing the way that it is without each and every one of you guys. So thank you guys so much. It really fills my bucket to see and to hear how much these messages help and how much these messages resonate. So thank you guys. You lift me up just as much as I hope I lift you up as well and help. So to get us started, let's go ahead and play with my new deck. Spirit, coming into this week, what messages do you have for us? Thank you. Okay, so right away, Spirit is basically saying that you are a powerful manifester, with the King of Swords. Basically, you are manifesting rational thinking. Also, you're doing it in a pragmatic and a very structured way. And you're doing it with logic and objectivity. And so this is where you are standing in your power, basically with authority and also with self-discipline. But it's very much where you are balanced with manifesting of the mind. And so this is absolutely beautiful. And I will also say too, coming in astrologically to the summer solstice this week on the 17th, the moon is going to be moving into Scorpio. So it's going to be giving us this intense energy, this passion. It can also lead to some impulsiveness. So just remember, use your intuition, go with your gut. Impulsivity isn't bad as long as it's not misguided. And then two, Mercury is going to be in Cancer. And so this is an auspicious time where you tend to orient yourself towards past experiences. But really it's to basically reinstill the good memory that you have, the memory of the lessons that you've learned along the way, and the adaptability to utilize that wisdom with your current situation. So it's a really wonderful power with Mercury to be in Cancer. It's one of these opportunities where you really truly see things for what they are, but you see things for what they are with the wisdom that you have gained and learned through the lessons of your life. Now, we're also pulling the King of Wands. Wow, two kings. And so this is where Spirit's really saying, now is the time to utilize your leadership when it comes to manifestation. Manifestation of your goals, of your networking. And so right now it's a time to be open-minded. It's a time to be resilient, but it's also a time to stand in your power of authority. Recognize the leadership that you can bring to the table. And more importantly, that basically you're leading through your actions. You're leading through basically your decisions and through guidance, not necessarily through basically the use of your authority, I guess is how I would put it. What I mean by that is you're not necessarily utilizing your authority in the way of status, or like say if this is a job role, for instance. You're not abusing power for those that aren't necessarily as favored as you. You're instead leading through servant leadership, through helping to build rather than abuse. And then on the 18th, the moon, with it being in Scorpio, is also going to be trine with Saturn, which is in Pisces. And so this is an excellent time for business. It's also a time where you're going to be feeling emotional control. So it's a wonderful opportunity if you do have some large, business discussions on the table, business decisions to make. This is a really wonderful time because it gives you that ability and that courage to not only make logical decisions, but more importantly, put your passion behind them. It gives you that emotional control over your passion as well. So financial decisions, career decisions, they come easy during this time. And so if anyone is standing at a crossroad, having difficulty with making decisions, this is a really opportune time with that trine where you're going to get some help astrologically. You're going to be able to weigh those pros and cons, see things for what they are, not as you want them, and really come to the table with that pragmatic servant leadership. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, basically, that's exactly who you're going to be in this week. You're sensible, you're a nurturing person, but more importantly, Spirit is saying trust that success and wealth, security is coming in for you. And it's through that practical action. It's through that practical utilization of your leadership to manifest your goals. You know, and same thing like in the weekend reading with the transmutation of energy. You know, part of it is all energy is matter, and all matter can be converted to energy, right? And really, that goes with mindset over all things. And so having a positive mindset can really do an amazing aspect with helping you to achieve your goals, as opposed to if you come into it with a negativity thinking that things are going to fail, very likely you will be aligning to that. So just remember, like, the power of thought is absolutely the power of your manifestation in a lot of ways. Now, with the 19th, the moon is going to be also moving into Sagittarius. And so this gives us a lot of energy. It gives us an adaptability, but more importantly, it's all about a stress of education. This is the time really to learn new things. If you're going into uncharted territory, it's a practical approach towards utilizing your leadership and also utilizing the leadership of others, like mentors, to really help guide you with making the best decisions. And we had this fly out on the table here, or off the table here, but basically the Four of Swords came out in reverse. And so what this says is you are overcoming stress and anxiety through fortitude, through healing, through your strength. But it also takes the relaxation. It takes that time to step away and to heal from any type of conflict, so that you can make sure that you're coming to the table at your best, reinvigorated with your energy as opposed to being drained. And that is another thing about positive mindset versus negative mindset, right? With the negative mindset, you may very much feel drained, or negative mindset of others may drain you too. So just make sure to watch that. You're not there to necessarily counteract their energy. You're there to transmute that energy, to take it, and more importantly, to transmute it into a positive for yourself. That way you can take losses and turn them into gains. Now, with the King of Cups, same thing here too. It's like you are very rational and your emotions will be in balance this week. So if you have been feeling off kilter, especially with that Virgo half moon that was on the 14th, you're going to be feeling in a much more balanced place. Basically, you'll be balanced between the mind and the heart, and more importantly, your emotions will be very calm. You'll be structured in your faith, and more importantly, you'll be able to come to the table with a kind maturity and use your wisdom in a very caring and compassionate way, not only for yourself, but also for others. I mean, and this is kind of crazy. I mean, we've got 3 kings right off the bat here off of this read, which is just absolutely beautiful. Now, coming into things, I'm so excited. So on June 20th is the summer solstice, and it happens to be in Cancer this year. Sorry, don't judge. Anyway, basically, when the summer solstice, which is also the strawberry moon, is in Cancer, it's a significant turning point or a doorway that opens to a realm of profound familial bliss. And so you'll be feeling, especially with that Cancer energy, that the bonds between your community and your connections are strengthened during this time. And really, with the strawberry moon, it brings a bright ambition. It welcomes news of and welcomes the abundance of summer's bounty. And so it also is an opportunity where you very likely could have welcome news about your career too. It's a significant turning point, not only in relationships, but like I say, in your community and in what you bring to the table. And so this absolutely is related to career in that way too. And so the best thing about the summer solstice here is that really it's a time to trust the wisdom of your heart to guide you. Excuse me 1 second, I apologize. Excuse me. I have this summer cold and it is kicking my booty, I tell you what. Sorry about that, guys. But what's also really cool too about the summer solstice this year is the sun is going to be at its highest point, right? But the moon is also going to be at its lowest point coming into that full moon on the 21st, which happens to be in Capricorn. And so the moon will not only appear larger, but it'll be closer to the horizon, and you'll very much get this wonderful glow to it. So if you are in the right skies, by all means, check it out. It's going to be gorgeous, just saying. But what's going to be really coming to truth here is that things are not as what they seem to be. A lot of things that have been unknown, or a lot of dreams or potential deceptions will be coming to light during this time, especially with having the sun at its highest point and at its longest point of the year, and then having that full moon right afterwards. And like I say, this isn't, especially as it relates to career, this is one where you are going to see some welcoming news come in. But it's now absolutely a time where you're going to need to use your intuition. And like I say, by using that intuition, really, this is what's going to guide you. Like I say, welcome news for your career. Welcome news in strengthening bonds when it comes to your community and the connections of love in your life. Now, Spirit, tell us more about these deceptions here. Okay, so the Lovers fell out sideways. So basically, what this is kind of like what the Lovers truly represents is a balance and harmony, yes, partnerships, yes, but also too a balance and harmony of the head and the heart. So if some of you have two paths, a decision to make between two roads or two avenues to go, now is the time where it came out sideways, so it's kind of like a 50-50. There could be an imbalance or a potential conflict, or opposition. And then on the other side, there's the relationships. And so what I really see here is coming into your power, standing as the three kings here, being wise, being caring, standing true to you in that pragmatic approach. You're basically able to remove that emotional instability piece of it and really see things as they are. But what I see in that is that really your intuition, following the wisdom of your heart, letting it guide you, is what's going to really show you which way to go or which choice to make. And like I say, the summer moon, don't judge me. The summer strawberry solstice is really all about opening doorways to a realm of profound bliss. This is where you're welcoming in your abundance. And so choose wisely, but most importantly, like I say, remember to remain grounded, to stand true in what truly is meant for you, what truly is on the table for where you want to go in your life and what your life wants, where you want to lead your life. And with this, with the devil, basically what I see in a lot of ways is that, there is going to be a presence of temptation. This is not going to be an easy decision. You will also be tempted, whether there's addictions that you're looking at, materialism, even, looking at the idea of sex aspects, or seductions. But really it's about, cheating, about violence, about negativity. And so it's going to feel like this week is a heavy choice, if you will. But like I say, with the moon being in Scorpio, then moving into Cappy, and then the summer solstice, you are going to make the right decision. So Spirit, help guide us here in this decision that the Virgos are making. Help us with recognizing the signs. So what I see here right away is that lately, one door is going to be leading to an overwhelmingness of fear, nightmares, anxiety. Now, what about the other option here, Spirit? Thank you. And the other one is, wow, this is gorgeous. Finding a connection to the past. Like I say, too, looking at reconnection or nostalgia. Utilizing that Mercury in Cancer to utilize the memory of your lessons learned, the adaptability that you have, and that you've gained from that wisdom. And then more importantly, it's going to be a time of celebration, a time of joy. And again, two things, reunions and reconnections here, friendships, parties, groups. coming together here, strengthening that. And so I do see something coming in from the past. And like I say here too, this other opportunity here, you will know because it'll be surrounded by temptation. It'll be surrounded by negativity. It'll lead to you feeling self-doubt. This one, you'll feel an inner peace. You'll feel at home. You'll feel the nostalgia of it where it's just things automatically align. Things are in flow. And so that's how you're going to know which option really which direction really to go, which option to choose. And like I say, I'm in a spirit saying, don't worry, you'll make the right choice. And this will be an attainment of happiness and fulfillment. You've got luck on your side. You've got stability on your side, as well as health and family and joy. So, stay the course. Like I say, remember, go with your intuition. Go with what feels right, not the one that feels like an uphill battle. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Cups. This is new ideas or new information. So like I say, you're utilizing the wisdom of the past. You're utilizing the wisdom of knowledge as power. And you've got good news coming in. It's creative. It's got new beginnings. And it's also the shepherd's purse. The stewardship is going to come easy for you on it. You can automatically see several different options of growth, how you can nurture things, how you can build, as opposed to seeing a whole bunch of worry or encountering a whole bunch of challenges. So hold this energy. This is what's going to help guide you. Now, I do also want to go ahead and look at our other tarot deck here, see what other messages we can gain, as well as some assistance here from our chakras, as well as music therapy. But Spirit, tell us more about these options here with the summer moon or the summer solstice coming in, with the strawberry moon. What additional messages do you have here with us or for us this week? Thank you. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to take those because that's a lot. But basically we're pulling the Strength card. And so right now what I see is that you are taming the beast through kindness, through compassion. But this is the strength of your ego, and not in the way of arrogance when it comes to ego. But what I mean is the ego, the ego is a good thing. It helps give us strength. It helps give us the confidence so that we can, and the motivation so that we can come to the table as our highest self. And with the 8 here too, this is a very magical number. It speaks very, very much to the Hermetic arts. It takes gathering and pulling from all of those skills that you've learned along the way and all of those skills that you've worked towards mastering. But it's a sign of or a number of control, of strength, of stability, and harmony and vision. So what Spirit is saying here is right now, hold your vision. Remember what your vision is. Ground yourself in that vision, because that'll also help with giving you the signs so that you're connected to your intuition. With recognizing the signs of what feels like you're going against the grain versus and forcing to happen versus what's going to come easy. What has potential growth, new avenues, has potential, basically, has the potential of beauty. I think I once heard, and it was so beautiful, that everyone has the potential of beauty and growth. And more importantly, everyone has the potential to really gift those gifts and show those gifts, shine that light for the world. And so no one is incapable of achieving this. Everyone can. You just have to open yourself up and really utilize that intuition, really connect with the universe to see those signs and to let them guide you. And so what I see here as well is Spirit is saying, with the 10 of Wands in reverse, basically, that you have been basically involved with a continuous amount of pressure, and it's about to collapse basically at this point. The burden is too big, and that's really the biggest sign that you're going to see, is that it's just one problem after another. You can solve key problems, and you can reassess instead and prioritize the order. But really, it's about listening to that intuition. If it feels like there's a continuous pressure on one of the options, or it feels like it's about to tumble, the foundation wasn't strong. Recognize that and get out. Recognize that it's not meant for you before the tower falls, basically, is how I would put it. And with the Six of Swords, you are basically going to transition away from this. You're moving away from past sorrows. You're transforming this through your cognition, and you're moving to calmer waters through healing. So like I say, focus on the feelings of what it brings, the potential, the beauty. And if things feel uphill, off, against the grain, that means it's, rejection is protection. Make sure to utilize that so that you don't end up in harm's way. And then with the Knight of Wands, really what I see in that is that this is a time really to utilize the dynamic creativity within you, and also to stand in your power of being an individual, of being independent, because right now that will help with giving you the inspiration for career motivation, for driven action, for swift action. And more importantly, remember, you are strong. You thrive right now on challenge as well as on competition. But like I say, there's something about you that stands out above the rest. And now is the time where you are reaping the abundance of summer's bounties. So just realize you are protected. You will make the right decision. And with temptation in reverse, here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, basically what Spirit is saying, you are headed in the right direction. To lead basically with your heart, let your heart guide you with the wisdom that you've learned. But more importantly, that you're choosing reality. You're choosing to see things as they are. There may have been a delay in gratification. However, and it was due to too high of expectations, potentially trying to force things again. And also, too, the delay has helped you because the wrong intentions may have been guiding you here as well, towards the option that will create chaos for you. It also, too, has led to where you've been feeling hasty, making decisions due to time or rushing, or feeling indecisive because you feel rushed. And so this is one where, like I say, using that intuition, that's when you know, and you'll know right away. But if there's something that's causing you hesitancy, realize the reasoning why. And like I say, rejection is protection, and that goes for your own rejection towards things. But what I see in this is that you will be rejecting temptation. You will know which way to go, and Spirit has the way that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. You are protected. What's truly meant for you is absolutely protected during this time. Now, I do want to also say, as we end this week, coming out of the summer solstice in Cancer, coming out of that strawberry full moon in Capricorn, on the 22nd, the moon is also going to be in opposition with Mercury, which again, it's in Cancer. So basically with this opposition, your spiritual gifts will be heightened at this time. It's also an opportunity basically to let it help guide you. You'll be able to hear, if you're clairaudient or as well, like you'll be able to hear signs as well a little bit easier. But just be careful not to, misuse those powers basically, or misuse that guidance. But more importantly, to come to it with an open ear, with an open heart so that you can hear it. And with the Knight of Swords, again, this is just a kind of a thing of be careful not to misuse your heightened intuition, because at this point it's going to help you. If you choose to ignore it, if you choose to misuse it basically for unfair advantage as well, it can create some aggression. It can create conflict. So just be careful of that. But more importantly, remember, now is not the time to take reckless action. Now is not the time to be hasty. Now is the time to go with what's aligned with you. And so when it feels right, when it feels easy, when things go smoothly, and all parties involved truly are connected and aligned and sharing a common goal, moving towards a common goal, you'll know you're on the right path. So if you encounter a Knight of Wands in reverse, or a Knight of Swords, in reverse, you'll know that now's the time to turn around, basically. Do not follow this way or this guidance. Now, just looking at things here too, we've got a lot of Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer as well as an Aquarian. In reverse, we also have some Sagittarius and some Aries. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarian moon or even an Aries moon sign. Or even a Scorpio rising is what I'm seeing with that. But definitely an Aquarian. There's another, again, Sagittarian moon. Or even to a Leo. So if that resonates, by all means, and you're struggling through what decision to go with, by all means, let us know in the comments below. That way we can help lift you up, help raise you as well. But what I do see in this here is that right now you are taming the beast. Not only the beast within, but the beast of indecisiveness. Now, I do just want to look at the major arcana here while we're at it so I don't forget. Okay, we literally just pulled one major arcana, the strength card. So try and practice around if you are feeling any type of chakra blockages in the heart. Now is the time really to practice your positive affirmations. Remember to when you meditate to really focus on the idea that you are practicing devotional art of kindness. You are truly, meditate on the affirmations of, I am truly grateful for all that is, was, and is on its way. Because every lesson, every rejection is going to teach you along the way as long as you listen. And that really, I think, is what's most important about that heart chakra, is to constantly see the world through a compassionate lens, but also to remember to have compassion for yourself. Now, let's go ahead and pull some oracle messages. Spirit, what messages from the stars, from the cosmos, can help guide us this week through the summer solstice and through that strawberry moon? Thank you, Spirit. And so what we've got is, that's kind of funny. It's talking about the heart chakra here, but open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. And like I say, this is the week where now is the time where a doorway will open a realm to a profound familial bliss. The bonds between community and your connections will strengthen. And so now is the time to trust the wisdom of your heart to guide you through that. And then towards the middle of the deck here, we also have someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. And so if you guys have had any heart chakra blockages, now is the time really to open that heart. Speak with kindness and compassion. Lead with compassion. And find those win-win solutions to work together towards a common goal, towards common ground. Then I do also want to pull some spirit animal totems, see what wisdom we can gain with their guidance here this week. It feels definitely like we've got a choice of two tails, basically. But it definitely feels monumental. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So we've got the ram, which is perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. Sorry, that was my cat. He's snoring. That was Champion. Let's see here. So with patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. And like I say, I think that really speaks to as well, like with this weekend read here, the law of transmutation, basically. Recognizing that your energy, your positivity, or your outlook is going to be so important with this. And so taking that positive mindset, utilizing that to persevere, is what's really going to help you with never giving, or with basically having good luck to follow your dreams. And then with the polar bear, we've got the mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities, especially at the end of this week. Just saying, you carry the shaman within. And so again, this speaks to using that intuition. And then at the bottom of the deck, I mean, this is gorgeous. We've got the supernatural with the dragon. You are the ancient wise sage. And that speaks a lot to that Hermetic root, teaching and education. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. And so I hope this reading helps. Like I say, thank you guys to each and every one of you for listening, for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. seeing these messages, how they resonate with you, how they've hopefully helped you guys, really helps me and helps build me up just the same. So truly thank you guys so much for vibrating with me here and vibing with me too. So I take care, love and light, and I'll see you in the next reading. Happy solstice.